Archaeologists think that weaving dates back to the Stone Age, and from that we can deduce that a length of unstitched cloth was one of the first garments to be made from a manufactured material rather than a skin or hide.
The history of the sari certainly goes back some 4,000 years to the time of the Indus Valley civilization, and the draped look is still going strong in India and the diaspora.
South Africa is no exception, and Kajal visited a Durban retailer with 3 generations worth of sari draping experience.
The origin of the word sari can be traced back to the Sanskrit sati, simply meaning a strip of cloth, while the bodice or choli has a Tamil origin, derived from the ancient royal rulers of Tamil Nadu, known as the Cholas.
Few styles of women's dress are as eternal, versatile and sensual as the sari. An unstitched piece of fabric, usually between 6 and 9 yards, is one that evokes tradition and embraces modern-day life all in one. 60 years ago, a young South African realized his dream of opening a garment store to cater for the rapidly increasing community of Indian descent in Durban. Today, it's still a place of tradition and good memories. Hi, Sheetal.
Hi, Kajal. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Sheetal, thank you so much for having us here today, and I'm very excited about hearing your take on the sari.
Well, Kajal, I've got an array of fashion, glitz and glamour.
Absolutely, let's do that.
Back in the early 1950s, a humble vegetable vendor named Harilal Natha Naran dreamt of opening a garment store. The look of the business has changed, but the saris are as exquisite as ever.
Sheetal, your grandfather started the store, opened the first store 60 years ago. How did that happen?
He was a pioneer in the sari industry as far as I'm concerned. In the 1950s, he had this vision that he wanted to cater for the Indian community. So in that time, there were sanctions imposed upon South Africa. It was very difficult to get goods imported directly from India. He found an innovative way of importing it via Hong Kong and Singapore, and then into South Africa. So he then made his dream a reality in opening up the store. Up till today, it remains at the forefront of fashion. We've got families, 3rd and 4th generation, still shopping at our store.
It's a tribute to hard work and enterprise that the family business has flourished, and the sari has also played a pivotal role in this success story.
Your grandfather was an entrepreneur. How do you feel about continuing this legacy?
For me, it's quite an achievement, and I'm so pleased to be in this family business with my parents and taking it to the next level. So Kajal, what we've got for you today is a few different styles of sari draping. We're going to start with the South Indian sari. As you can see, this is a stunning pure silk Kanjivaram sari.
Now, with the Kanjivaram silks, it's very traditional. Is it still popular today?
The Kanjivarams have now a bit of a modern twist to it, so it's actually very accessible, very liking to the young and the old. So you're keeping in the traditionalness and yet being modern at the same time.
Sheetal, for most women, the most difficult part, I think, or the trickiest part is the pleats.
Of course.
What is the trick to it?
I guess do it slowly and meticulously, and a bit of practice makes perfect.
Personally, I love the style of draping the sari because it makes me look taller than I am, and I really think it suits any shape and size of women, and it really accentuates your figure.
Accentuates the female form.
Exactly. Now, with this type of fabric, is this the best way to drape it?
Yes, this is where you see the beauty in the pallu. The pallu is the front bit that's going to be thrown over the shoulder, and the pleating.
Now, how do you get that equal, your pallu? Because sometimes if you pleat it, it becomes like a waterfall.
Yeah, but actually pleating it does make it look a bit more even, and it gives you that sort of evenness that you need to balance out the sari. So there's not one thick and one thin.
That really looks stunning.
So basically the way this is draped, you can actually see the border at the bottom, and there's your pallu. This is the bit that she's holding with her hand.
Sheetal, what do you find beautiful about the sari?
I love the fact that saris come in so many vibrant colors and textures and fabrics. I love the softness of it, the combination. It just looks so good on any figure that it's put on, and it's so easy to wear. Kajal, this is a half net and a half velvet sari. The nets are very much in fashion at the moment. This particular one has got the gold paisley on the pleat area, encrusted with stones. And it's complemented with a beautiful, rich, ruby red velvet which accentuates the whole style, the figure. Velvet adds a lot of richness, regality to any garment. In this case, the color as well is quite vibrant, and it just complements the gold, as you can see.
So what style are we doing next?
I thought we'd do a bit of a modern look, seeing as we're young and trendy. Okay, so Kajal, here we've got a Gujarati style of draping the sari. So you basically take the pallu and throw it around and over your shoulder. You then pull the inside bit of the pallu and tuck it in on the side across the waist. And that looks like a typical Gujarati style sari drape.
On that note, show me something that's on trend at the moment.
This is a beautiful lace sari. It's got a stunning embroidered border with sequins on the side. The detailed pattern allows, the skin to show. It's just very feminine, soft kind of fabric. You've got a stunning raw silk pink blouse to match the sari. It's a very contrasting color, and yes, that is very much in at the moment. And in your pleats, you've got this very contrasting lemon yellow net. So you've got this combination of the lace and the net. And net is such a versatile fabric. It goes with any fabric that you can use, velvets, nets, crepes. And this sort of combination is quite striking. I don't think you would have seen it anywhere.
The sari isn't so much a garment as a portfolio of styles, with a potential limited only by the designer's imagination.
Well, there you have it, the latest in bridal trends. Indian attire is timeless and of course fashion forward. So the next time you're wearing a sari, keep it traditional, or why not change it up a bit and give it a modern twist.